All right. Hello, Jafra Consultants. We love our little private sharing room with you today. We thank you for joining us. And Jackie and I, Jackie P, Jackie G, we are here because we wanted to have a place for consultants to see how do I maybe work less and get more. Sometimes we tend to have this thought that, oh my gosh, I want to grow a team. I just don't know how. I want to grow a team. I just don't know where to start. I don't even know what to do. The key is you have to work this like a job. You have to be willing and wanting to work at the things that get you where you want to go. So today, our entire focus is all about how do I get to manager this month or next month? If you say December of 2024, Jackie and I won't talk to you, okay? You know why? It's only 4 people to get you started. You start with 4 and you always add more to your team. But we're only going to show you the activities that get you to growing sales, growing parties, and growing sponsors. So we have a formula because we always think, what would we do in their shoes? So the formula being, how would we spend 15 hours a week? Now, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I'm lucky I have 5 hours a week. Okay, just work at these same activities with less time. We did this, and I'm going to tell you something. You don't need all this time. It literally could be cut in half, but Jackie and I just said, well, maybe they need to learn it and then do it. Maybe they need to have longer time for follow up. We literally stretched this into a 15-hour work week that you would work at this business maybe 3 hours a day. If you can only do an hour, do an hour. Okay. Or 4 15-minute segments. So we're going to tell you the key activities. The biggest, most important thing to do is be in front of people experiencing Jafra. We are talking events. Events can be an online. We just watched training from Jasmine. She said, go live. People want to learn from you. They want to hear experts. You are a beauty advisor. You're not selling something out of a book. You have solutions to aging, bags and sags, baby. You have solutions to all the stuff that went dry and crepey and ishy and ashy over the winter. You have solutions to healthy hair, to beautiful pedis and manicures, to the beautiful glow look for spring. Tomorrow is spring. We get to help people look and feel better, even live better in their home with our home sprays. So, and having that scent when they walk in a room, it tells a little bit about their style and personality. That's who you are. You don't sell Jafra, you don't recruit. You help people look and feel their best, turn back the hands of time, look, literally look up to 30 years younger in the next 10 days, for gosh sakes, and live a better life. Whether we economically help them save thousands of dollars a year, being the smartest consumer, just like Costco or Shopko, but having a business that all they do is invite their family and friends to shop at the website, get the weekly steals and deals email, and always have a business that starting tomorrow, they can make quick cash when they need it. If you don't realize what you have, you'll never share it. So it is that simple. So I'm going to ask you on your paper, what do you love about being in Jafra? Because if storytelling matters, are you really telling your story? An event is just a place online or in person where people play, try, or learn about your products and hear about the opportunity. They choose, not you. Then at those events, so it could take you an hour for 2. It could take you 6 hours. Some of you might have to drive an hour if you're going to go to someone's office or home or restaurant. But at that event, the smartest thing you do, some people say, oh, I didn't sell much. I'm going to tell you what, I don't care how much you sell at an event. You know what I care about? How many bookings did you get? If you don't book bookings at a booking, you're right back to an empty calendar. And I'm going to tell you what, that's the hardest place to be. Nothing better than you turn the page to April 1st and your calendar is full. You are in business, baby. If you don't have anybody who would want to have fun with their friends, save money, and be a hostess, then be your own. Host a theme party. Skin 1 week, color 1 week, spa 1 week, fragrance 1 week. Host a party yourself and get over it. Bring a lot of people, give them gifts for every guest they bring, and do a big booking. I don't care if you had to give a $50 shopping spree for anybody who books with me to help me get into my spring training. I don't care what you have to do. If you have inventory, bag it up, make it a beautiful spring bag. Tomorrow is spring, you got a reason for a new season, and invite them to help you for your spring training boot camp. Next, I promise you, there is someone to sponsor at every single party, event, tabletop. You heard it from our last call, facial, whatever it is. You will find someone who says yes. Far easier than when you're doing this on camera or in person. Conversations matter. So when you sponsor and you invite everybody to join with a friend, you're double dipping. Your team goes from 4 to 8 when you literally tell everyone to join with a friend to earn more gifts, but to have more fun. And next, customer service. If you sell Jafra to someone, be a concierge. Go into our YouTube channel. We did great training on this with Belinda Carr this month on service concierge. Why? What is the formula? This is the success formula of a beauty business. It's never changed in 60 years that I've heard in direct sales. You follow up 2 days after the products are delivered. You follow to make sure they got it, they know how to use it. 2 weeks later, seeing how it's going, what else do they need? And then every 2 months. That is the system. And create a tickler system and do it and tell them you're going to do that. You're never spamming. You know what? If you don't serve your customers well, the brand of Jafra just went in the toilet for all of us. Good service is like, oh my God, those Jafra people are so good. They have monthly deals every month. I get their emails. They're going to tell their friends because you're helping them save time, save money, look and feel their best, and live the best life they can choose. That's what we do. So that's me saying for the next 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, these are the key activities. Blocking time to do what matters and gets you the best results. If you want to stay busy all day and you want to study all day and you want to think and you want to just figure it out, you won't go anywhere. So Jackie and I wanted to pause and say, but wait, set your goal. When will you be a manager? I'm going to go to one more page and then I'm turning to Jack here. So when is your date? You got to name it and claim it. You got to say it. You got to put up visuals. It's a mindset. I am going to be a team leader by May Day, May 1st. I am going to make a plan with my manager every single week. I'm going to do those activities. They're booked in my calendar. And then I'm going to be accountable to my manager or my business bestie for the actions I take every day. That is how you turn what you want into reality. Goals, a plan, and actions. So we just gave you some of the actions and plans that you will work far less and make far more. So now, I am done chit-chatting about that. Jackie, I'm going to turn to you about what's on the table, because we're going to come back to you all, where you're going to ask questions, what you might not know, and what you thought about that time schedule at the end of what else is on the table. Okay, sorry, Jack, back to you.
You're so fine. And it's so inspiring. And I see people taking notes and I love it. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I know, right? Look at all your notes. Okay, so what's on the table for you is this. You are awesome just as you are. And we are proud of you. And we love to see you excel as the consultants you are. But we also want for you more because you deserve more. Okay. So more dollar bills in this business comes from having a team. Okay. And if y'all have a team and you're not yet managers, or maybe you were and you are back to consultant or whatever, you deserve 11% on those folks and on your own sales. You deserve it, period, exclamation point. So how do you get it? Let's just quickly review. You need to have $300 in personal retail sales. You need to have 4 direct consultants with $300 in personal retail sales, and your whole pre-branch together needs to have $2,400. It is that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. It is easy to make it hard, but why bother, right? And so for March, March is the last month as far as we know. We don't know if this will be extended. You can earn 8% on your way to 11, okay? If this is old news to you, write down how you're getting your 8% or 11% right now, okay? To get 8%, you have to have $400 in personal retail sales, plus you need to have 2 direct consultants with $400 in personal retail sales. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay? It's you getting 50% and 2 directs getting 50%. And when you bring in new directs at 50%, you're putting them through the Jumpstart program. Okay? So Jumpstart is just as simple as a wind up to VIP. They join, they get 50% commission with $400 their first month. They get a free Royal Almond body oil with their $400 order or accumulative orders the second month. They get a free baby cologne and a free volcanic mask with month 3 of their $400 orders. And then by month 4, they're VIPs. They're set up to succeed, okay? Because when you make money, you get excited and you want to keep going, right? You get hooked on success. So building VIPs is a way to consistently build income and consistently build volume in your central branch. And someone asked how to get more VIPs in that first section, and that's how you do it. You recruit new and you push them through, thank you, and you push them through that Jumpstart program and show them how to create their own movement and their own success, right?
Jackie, can I pop in on that for a minute?
God, I hope you would.
Okay. All right, everyone. We have 4 departments, right? People go, how do I get them to? What you say in the beginning is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to join. If you saw the last segment, we said there's 3 reasons in the leader brochure why people join, right? Even if the lowest entry consultant said, I just want to be a member, I want to love my products, and maybe I'll just share my website with family and friends because I don't want to have the best product and not tell people I care about. Literally, I want you to think about this. If your new consultant went shopping from 1 department a month, so we say we have 4 full departments for you and your family and all your giftables every season. Imagine that every month they shopped a different department 3 times a year. So the first month is skincare, right? So if I bought a Defy and my daughter uses Defy, which she does, right there with 2 Defy bundles, am I at $400? I am. Boom. So there's the first month. Month 2, I will tell you this. I love the new consultant mixed pack. You want a bag of mixed tricks? That thing is loaded with all of the family care products. I can try some of the spa products, some of the body care products. There's a few fragrances. I love that. I would make sure they have 1 pack and they get their skincare. Month 3, by now, I'm probably ready for baby gifts, wedding gifts. I'm going to help her do her gift shopping. And then I'm going to go get all the other items for my family. I've got grandkids coming up here. It's May, Mother's Day. Think about just helping them shop. And in month 4, do you know your skincare is already running out 90 days later? So now I'm using the products. I'm already replacing. The average consultant uses probably at least 25% of our product line for them, their family, and their giftables. So if they just even personally replace every product in their home, you guys, I use 3 different mascaras in a day. I use 2 different eyeliners, 2 eyebrow products, 2 blushes. I use 5 different lip colors. I mean, think about just literally even yourself, instead of making people feel pressured to sell, help them shop and share. That's why sometimes you don't want to say anything. You're afraid they don't want to sell. They told you no, but are we saying the right words, right? And I love this, Jack, at the bottom. How do you really get to 2,400 and keep it growing? What's that magic number?
4 plus U equals 2. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, back to you, Jack.
All right, killer. So when you bring in new folks, we're just going to gloss over here because we talked about 11% on you, directs and indirects as a manager, 8% on you plus 2, right? As you're building those VIPs, you have a stepping stone, okay? But what do you get? What do you get when you sponsor this month? You get the Royal Almond Sugar Scrub or Salt Scrub, excuse me, on the go sampling kit in the puffy white bag with 1 QNC. You get the Jafra Sun umbrella with 2 QNCs, but right down here in the corner, I'm pointing like you can see, with 5 QNCs, and I know that sounds like a lot. Can you just come with me on this? With 5 QNCs, you get a $200 bonus. Holy Hannah, that's just straight up money. I almost just swore. Straight up money, okay? So you guys, if 5 QNCs seems like a lot, it's not. It's just people. And it's people that you offer to. And if you want to see more folks joining your team, you have to offer to more folks. And how do you do it? You open your mouth. And it's just about inviting them to something that would be fun, cool, whatever. Listen to their need. So if they need money, if they need friends, if they need products, invite them to see what you have to offer. That's it. It is not a heavy ask. It's not you pressuring them to do something they don't want to do. It's you inviting them to check it out, right?
Okay, so we're gonna have a little fun. Everybody number 1 through 10 on your paper. 1 through 10. And we're gonna learn from each other. If for any reason you are multitasking and you cannot open your mic and talk, you may use the chat, but we would love all of you, okay? Gotcha, no worries. So, all right, we're gonna do some open mic. Number 1, where were you when you met Jafra? How did you get introduced to Jafra? Let's find out, where do we go meet people? Because it doesn't change, okay? So where did you all meet Jafra?
Friends party.
Okay, thank you. Teresa was at a party. Anybody else who met Jafra at a party?
At a party.
Deb was at a party. Okay, Maria was at a party. Latasha, I love that. She was at Facebook, on Facebook. Okay, Maria, how about you, honey?
I met Debbie when I was substituting at PCIS.
So at work. Excellent. Okay. Where else?
Probably at a party. I don't really remember because it was back in the 80s.
Probably at a party. Okay, excellent. Very good. Love it. Okay, so cool. So anybody else, anywhere else?
I was at work.
At work. Excellent. Okay, so I want you to think about where you work if you work, where you used to work if you used to work, or where do you work and put your time into? Are you helping with something you do fundraising with? Are you a volunteer anywhere? Are you connected to an organization? Those people are right in front of you who you already know, like, and trust and have a relationship with. Do you ever share with them a little bit about your story and why you want to share with them? So I want you to, we only heard party, Facebook, and at work. Don't complicate it. I think it's part of what we're saying. It's right in front of you. Number 2, why did you all join? What did you hear that made you say yes?
I could do it while I was at college.
Ah, excellent. So it could fit in. And did you say yes the first time, Deb?
No, I did a lot. I'm a researcher, so I did a lot of ground covering. I went to Bee's house. I spent time with Sharon. I mean, I covered Rochester pretty dang good in the first, I would say it took me 3 to 4 months, maybe 6 months before I signed.
Excellent. But somebody kept in touch with you.
Yes.
Excellent.
B. Yep.
Note, do not think they're going to say yes to you on the first answer. It's their time, not yours. But as long as they do not say, I am never interested. It's okay. And may I have permission to reach back to you next week, next month, or next season? What's best for you? Next week, next month, next season. 3 different choices. Do not say, can I just check back? They will expect you, then you can't be spammy. They gave you permission. Permission-based is the answer. Then when you say to them, awesome. If it's not for you, are you telling me not right now, or are you telling me never?
Right.
Just curious. And if you say, not right now, great. Then when may I reach back to you? Do you mean next week? Do you mean next month? Do you mean next season? No biggie, okay? And then have a tickler list. Every month, their name is in there wherever they said, and you can now say, I hope all is better, Deb. I hope you've had some research time. You told me to check back in summer. It's June, so I want to check back in, see how life is first, and what we might want to look at for you taking a look at this again. Great. Be organized, be simple. I always had January to December calendar and all the names were in there, and I wrote a little story so I didn't forget that Deb was busy with college at the time. She had finals and didn't want to talk to me until summer. Because then she told me to call back. Why am I spamming? I'm not. I'm not going to reach her until I respect what she said. Unless there's a hot deal and I go, I know you said June, please forgive me, but this one's so good. I'm just going to let you know about it. Right? Okay, excellent. So the next thing is this. If no, then who do you know? Remember, that's another close. If not you, then who do you know? If not now, then when? And if it is for you, hot damn, who's doing it with you? You never let anybody join this business alone. How many of you joined with a family or friend eventually? I can tell you, Deb and her sister drive to North Carolina. Deb and her sister go everywhere. No matter who's doing what level of business, everything's better with a family or friend member. And tell them that from day one. There's more gifts, but I got to tell you, you got to join with someone. You will have someone to drive with, someone to do the business with, someone to learn with. 2 for 1's always the best. And you double your team without you doing everything. Managing is not managing people. It's developing people. Excellent. Okay. So Deb, you were at college. Excellent. Tell me, and you didn't say yes the first time. Why else did you all join? Deb heard she could fit it into college. Why else did you all say yes? What did you hear? What made you say yes?
Love the product.
Love the product. When I say number 1 through 10, who have you met at a party that could be great at this? You haven't reached back to her. Who has had a party? I don't care if it was 20 years ago. Who do you know on Facebook that seems to be connected to a lot of people, that seems to love beauty, that responds to you, that you know and like, that's in a mom's group, who has a job? We could go on, and we'll make that list. Who do you know from work that you really haven't asked if she'd ever be interested or would know anybody interested in a complimentary facial or taking a look at some spring income? Okay. Who do you know that loves the product? Who do you know that's at college or connected to college students? They're a grandma or a mom who has kids in college. The mom's broke too if she has kids in college, just so you know. Okay. All right. Why else did we join?
I needed friends.
Jackie was a mom with babies, right?
Yep.
She was home. She
I was
needed
lonely.
social.
No.
So
Always.
true. So true. So who do you know that loves community, that needs community, that loves a challenge? That's an at-home mom who's like, get me out. Trust me, with summer here, she's going to really want to get out. The time is now. Who's a teacher? Teacher make great Jafra consultants. Why else did you join? All I ever heard was 50% off the rest of your life. We probably had 200 products when I joined in 1981. But when I heard 50% off with a $95 kit, I was 18 years old. And I heard if I just sold to a couple of people, every time I placed an order, I'd never pay a dime for my products. You got me at hello. I
heard that too.
I love luxury. I love good stuff, and I don't want to pay for it.
Amen.
Right? And don't tell me I can have 2 items when I could afford 10 at a deal. Excellent. Now, since you all joined, what else did you gain? What else have you now realized since, think back to why you joined, but what else have you loved on your Jafra journey so far?
The Jafra ladies.
Friends, friends,
Yes.
friends.
Friends.
Mhm.
They're
Long
always there to help.
time.
Yep.
A team of support. The number
Mhm.
one word we're seeing today in direct sales that people want is mentors. They don't want managers managing. They hate leadership structure of corporate. They love having mentors and free coaching and training. You don't get that in all direct sales companies anymore. And I dare you to reach into direct sellers, by the way. If you're not in direct sales groups, you're cray-cray. Direct sellers are the smartest consumers, and you stand out. What do you think our best benefits are?
Free website.
Bingo.
Now,
Free
not having to
website.
pay monthly for a website is enormous right
Yeah.
now. Enormous.
Ginormous. Excellent. What else?
Our 50% can't be touched.
Righto.
Honestly, if y'all don't know this, Mary Kay Cosmetics, we just looked, officially is now at $450 retail for 50%, but you don't get any other discount. If you buy less than $450, you get no discount. Your
Wow.
30% is a skyrocket. One order every 24 months. Nobody can fail or lose. But the goal is not minimal. The goal is 400 products at your fingertips to save you thousands of dollars a year. But why spend money if you could just share your website and help everybody else with free skin consults and makeovers in your website and free steals and deals every week in their email? What if you could help your clients and your family and friends look and feel beautiful, save money, and you never pay money? If you say buy a kit and you're selling a kit, and then you're going to ask one question, how do I get them to do something? You didn't tell them to.
Oh, whoa, 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 you
Oh, I
guys.
forgot that. I'm going to help you jumpstart. I'm going to be your mentor and your buddy for your first 4 months. We're going to get you to VIP Sweet Pea, just even using Jafra, sharing your website with a few family and friends or at work with some products. OMG. But
You just
what if
hit
I
it, no
could,
lie.
what
That's
if
so
I could
good.
show you how to turn hours into more? How many hours a week would you be willing to share products and opportunity if we could fit it in at college, Deb?
Oh, there was lots of coffee time.
Exactly. Do you have a need for income? If I could show you how to do this business your way and fit it in every day, would you like to make extra income?
Yes.
And if so, tell me how much and what would you use it for?
I used it to pay my bills because that's what I had to, because it was either that or get a retail job or some brick and mortar job that I had to be at.
Gag.
So how many hours a week would you be able to fit this in every week?
I did a minimal of 2 hours because that's how long I was in that coffee shop every day.
Okay.
So 5 days. So that was at least 10 hours minimum because I was there.
So if you think about this, if you have 10 hours a week, how many facials could you do in 10 hours?
Half an hour each. Well, we got to talk, we got to promote, we got to do marketing. Probably at least 5.
Okay. So if I could show you how to be smart and turn 10, half, maybe 25% of those hours into just letting people sample the products at Starbucks, on your website. Literally, you guys, if you do a facial, how many of you know you'll sell a Defy or a Revitalize or a Skin System? You guys sell well. If you
Sure
sit down
do.
and they try this product on the back of the hand, you send them a travel set and you do a facial on Zoom. I don't care what it is. I can tell you the product sells itself, right? So imagine if you did 5 facials, the average consultant makes about $75 at an appointment. Multiply that times 5 facials. What if I could show you how to make $400 a week in 10 hours or less?
Okay.
Connie says, sure. Sounds great.
But
Let's
if you
go.
don't invite them, you're like, get a kit and get going. See ya, bye. What happened? Everybody can sell a kit.
Mhm.
We don't make a difference in their life because they bought a kit. We make a difference in their life when they have the opportunity to see how to turn minutes into more. So thoughts, comments, or questions, because we're going to go back to more. But I'm going to come back to you all. Who do you know looking to make more right now? Who do you know that probably has some extra minutes? We just haven't invited them to turn minutes into more in their life.
Person I haven't met yet.
Excellent. Great point. They're out there. Where do you think they are? Where are
Right?
people who need money? Tell me.
At the coffee shop, trying to get it together.
They're at the
At the
coffee
thrift
shop.
store. At the
At
thrift
The
store.
thrift
They're
store.
at the dollar store. Where else?
Retail.
They're at any retail store with a coupon in their hand. They're standing in, you know what? Go stand at Walmart beauty department and just open up a conversation. Think I'm joking? I'm not. How about
No way.
CVS, Walgreens? They're looking for cosmetics. They don't know what to buy. I wouldn't either. If you don't believe me, go buy a makeup set off the wall and tell me how you like cardboard. It's awful. They're looking for you. Go try to buy a skincare system of oil of Olay. You're going to spend a ton of money. Those products are 30 to 50 bucks at a Walgreens.
Yeah.
Okay. So help people with solutions and opportunities. Jack, anything else as we click ahead?
Well, the thing that stuck out to me is that if you're wondering how to get the yes, how to close, how to ask for the sale, how to get more response, you forgot to ask, you guys. And
And you
that's
didn't ask enough.
right. And like when you said that, Jax, like my head just blew up because that's like the first thing that you do and the last thing that you think of. You forgot to set the expectation. And boy, do I ever love expecting big things. That's it for me.
You get what you expect, right?
Yeah, every
But
time.
here's the deal. You don't ever say the wrong thing to the right person.
Mm-mm,
I
that's
went to a
true.
Jafra party. Do you think I remember anything she said? I'm going to tell you, I don't. Do you know what I remembered that made me say yes when I was 18 years old? I was like Deb, I was going to college. I brought a friend with me. She hosted a party every Thursday at her home, come heck or high water. She called me every week because I never told her no. Started in June. I got there in September. Every Thursday, she would call. Did you want to come? How many friends would you like to bring? Nope, nope, nope. I never told her no forever. She said, can I check back? Sure. Can I check back? Sure. Was she pushy? No. I told her to call me. But then she caught me at a moment. No one was around. And you know what I did? I went. And in 20 minutes max, I had a facial on one part of my skin. And all I needed was the mirror. And the mirror showed me. And all I remember her talking about a little bit about royal jelly. And she said, this is our best way to buy it. it's the kit. It was $95. And at the end of the day, she said, this opens the door to you buying it at cost, sharing it and never paying a dime, or turning minutes into money.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. One order a year, la, 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 right? So, but if you're not in front of enough people and asking enough people, you'll always have rejection because you're asking the same 3 people for the last 3 years. That's spammy. So let's go play. Ready, Jack?
Ready?
Okay. All right. In the chat, we want to know, what are your aha moments today, and how many out of your 1 through 10, how many names do you have on your list or places you could go? So do a catch up in the chat right now. All right, here we go. I'm going to just quickly do a drive-by, and then we're going to come back and end with your list again. So there is so much more you might be sitting on. Jackie showed you how to become a manager. It starts with 4, but you always add more. You don't arrive at manager with 4 people. You start with 4. I'm going to tell you, if you sat in a Starbucks for 2 hours like Deb did back when she started years ago, there's 4 people sitting at one table talking about a job, the cost of books, their spring break they went on, they now have on their credit card, the moms, the students. I'm telling you, go where people are talking about it, and everywhere you go, someone's looking for money. The economics of today are huge, but there are 8 titles. When someone else in your team becomes a manager, that opens the door to district manager. 1 becomes a manager, 2 becomes a manager, 3 becomes a manager. When 5 people say, I want to start with 4 and add more, you can become a DD1 with 5 teams, 7 teams, 10 teams, and 15. Get to know this leadership guide, print it. People know direct selling today. Deb said we have the best program at 50%. I'm going to tell you something. We got the best comp plan you're going to find in the industry. Trust me, I was a psycho. I still study comp plans today. Jackie came from building a 6-figure income as a new mom, just like I did. And I'm going to tell you, we did it because we sold the comp plan, because it's incredible how you could have full-time income, working part-time, and having a life. Leaders also open the door while you're qualifying. There's a bonus if you start with 7 instead of 4. There's a bonus if, as a new manager, for your first 3 months, up to $350 a month. There's also branch promotion bonuses. When you help someone else start with their 4, we're going to give you bonuses because you are growing their team and yours. Every manager has $2,000 of sponsoring bonuses on the table every year. Every time you move up to a first-time title, there's another $200 to $5,000 on the table. And when you help people become directors, starting with just 5 people who start with 4 or more, there's even more bonuses. You can't earn any of this as a consultant. What are you waiting for? It's time to soar and roar in 2024. But wait, there's more. There's car cash programs from $300 to $400 a month when you have 5 people who start with 4 or more like you. Don't do it alone. Who else wants to go grow a team with you? Get a buddy and get to leadership together today. She might not be in your team yet, but she's sitting in a Starbucks. She's sitting on a college campus. She's sitting somewhere in networking groups, in your office, in your phone book that you haven't looked at lately. We have an inheritance program. We have Mercedes-Benz, a new one every 2 years for those who help 15 people start with 4 or more. And we have life insurance. So I love 50%. I love 400 premium products and royal jelly, but I'm going to tell you what we offer people for a lifetime trumps what's out there. And it all begins with spending your time. I would call an event, if I sat at a tabletop at Starbucks and I put up a sign that said, stop by now interviewing spring beauty consultants or spa consultants, and I sat there for 2 hours and I had demos and I had interview forms, boom, that's an event. I plan to go meet people and share Jafra and Jafra opportunity. And my goal is to book facials with them and their friends this week or next, or attend mine. And when they join, they're going to join with a friend. And if they buy something, I'm going to do good follow-up. Don't complicate, simple. You can't be a star when it's difficult. What matters, in a quick summary before we brainstorm, you have to plan your calendar. Book, this is my event day. This is my event day. This is my event day. We just showed you on Marketing Monday, it's Fragrance Day. Why don't you host a scent event or facials and aromas? I don't know, but book something and bring people together for fun, or go live on Facebook. You want to have places to invite potential consultants to look at the videos Jackie and I shared. We have them all recorded. Share the link, tell them to watch it, and you'll call them back tomorrow morning for 5 minutes of questions or who they thought of that might be interested. Great. If you're going to be on social media, when do I go live? When am I posting? Where are the hours that I'm going to block time to call and book parties or follow up? Block time, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and plan to call people. And again, who's going to be your accountability buddy, and make sure you plan time to work with your manager. So keep that contact list. We did 1 through 10 today, but never, you start your day with a plan and you start your day with a list, and you do the worst first if you are a procrastinator. Be disciplined to what you need to do. When you're doing power hours, it's those customer 2+2+2 calls. Maybe you booked a party working with the hostess to go through the host brochure so she gets what she wants. Oops, sorry. Booking parties, or maybe a tabletop or a fundraiser. Again, following up on those leads like you promised, and working with your consultants. You don't have to know it all. We have it in tools. We have a host brochure to help her go shopping and pick the deals that she wants and wants to work for. When you sponsor, we have a checklist and a new consultant guide. Work with your manager to review those tools with your consultants and your hostesses. And again, as we gather people together, it's just people love to get together to have fun with their friends. Tomorrow is spring. Spring routines is what people are after right now. Hottest trend is selling skincare. So we want to pause, because we're going to end with, where do we meet people? What parties or events could we host? And again, as we look, we're going to come back, we're brainstorm on where do we meet them. I'm not going to go through training on the host program, sorry. And who is looking for us? Why do we love events? 1 in every 2 hostesses join. And if it's not the host, it's someone at the party or the table you're sitting at. And again, who do you know? Go back to your at least 10 list. Who's looking for flexible work? Who has a desire and need for extra money? Who's an entrepreneur? She's just got that personality style. Who's looking to grow? Looking for friends to be developed? These are the words of today. Flexibility, entrepreneur spirit. They love direct sales. They want to schedule their way when they want. They're looking for side hustles, work-life balance. Multiple streams of income is today's solution for the economics. They're stay-at-home parents. They're retirees. They're empty nesters. I'm doing this so you think about, where would we go to meet them? And then what do we say we're going to end with? How do we talk to them? Again, they're social sellers. They're online. They are looking for you. They're college students. You heard all of this in the beginning. They're into health, beauty, wellness, exercise. They're looking for gigs, side hustles. They love to work remote, and they love to have multiple streams of income. We know you might get stuck on attitude, but every day you wake up, you say, oh my God, I have the most awesome opportunity. I can't wait to find who's going to join today. Begin with your mindset. Remember, what you have to offer is so good. Pick what they would love most. Don't fear rejection. Deb said it took her months for her to even say yes. So don't get stuck. Just keep adding them to next week, next month, or next season. And remember the 3 closes we talked about. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? And if you, plus who's going to join with you. Don't decide for them. Rejection is when you already said, I judged them. They wouldn't want to do it because. You want to find out why they would love to do it and why you'd love to have them on your team. Invite them. That's your only job, is to invite them to take a look. Tell her why she'd be good, what she'd have so much fun doing. And again, just invite. Host some beauty events. Ask them to bring their friends. Tell them why they'd be great. Springtime, is renewal time. It is all about fun and spring come for them. Sorry, this thing is clicking really weird. I'm sorry, it's stuck on it. I can't get past it. So
Okay.
we are coming back to you. We put a lot on the table, but Jack, let's facilitate thinking out loud. How could you invite 5, get a $200 Visa card and a commission check of $150 to $200 more in the next 14 days? All right, Jack, let's ask. Let's see what we came up with after today.
What do you think, guys?
Where do we go? What would we say? What if you could do that $500 this month? Go. We're listening.
The Aroma Joe's. I love that idea.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Aroma Joe's, when you were talking about Aroma Joe's and bringing a little tabletop and
I love it. Being in the world is the first place to meet folks. I mean, and if you think of your like avatar of the person that you want to go after, because you want a certain kind of someone on your team, right? Where are those folks hanging out? Going to the coffee joints, going to where the people are is the first way to meet them. You're not going to meet them if you're not leaving your house.
How many of you could sit at a Starbucks sometime this week?
I was thinking about Panera because
Her.
there's
Love
no
that for you.
really, the Starbucks is at Target and it's really small, but I think Panera would be the better place. And I really liked that put a sign up holding interviews.
So let's go to that. What would you put at your table and how would you get interaction? Let's all pretend we're going to a Starbucks, a Panera. I don't care where you go. Go sit somewhere, okay? Get out of the house. What would we put on our table? I want you to be them. You're walking through the coffee shop and here sits what on the table that makes you stop and look? What would it be?
A
Makeup.
hand treatment of Royal Almond.
Okay. So
fragrance.
fragrance, okay.
Oh, fragrance.
Pair of flip-flops in the foot set.
Love that. Okay. It's Easter. It's Mother's Day. Okay. So think of things coming up. It could be flowers. It could be flip-flops. It could be your body toning with a bikini and flip-flops. So stop here. Saving wrinkles. Register now to turn back the hands of time. Could you do a fun little gift bag? Register here. Giving away blah, blah, blah. Right? So could you give away a gift and they stop and register? Appreciating Starbucks customers today. Tell the manager, I'm going to do a Starbucks giveaway. Are you okay? If I sit down, I'm going to be working, but I'd love to do a drawing. I'm a small business in town with a beauty and spa business, and I'm going to do a drawing for all your customers while I sit here today. Are you okay with that? And then say how many employees are working. Can I leave a gift for everyone who's working today? A gift certificate or a spa sample?
Yep.
Have them
hand
ready.
treatment.
Okay. Now on your slips, what does it say? I'm interested in a brochure, a free facial. Tell me more about making money. I'd like to interview. You just ask what you want. So we might have the makeup palette. I think women, some are going to look at makeup, right? Some are going to be like watching you do a hand treatment or a back of the hand facial. Your laptop. Imagine grabbing 2 girls sitting there at the coffee table and you say, you guys, I'm practicing a virtual makeover. Do you have 5 minutes? Come play with me on my laptop. You need
Teresa
FOMO.
just gasped.
You guys need FOMO. Go where it's busy and get FOMO, fear of missing out happening. If someone's on their laptop and you're seeing them do a makeover, what do you think you're going to want? I want a makeover.
What are you doing?
Right? And do a drawing. We're giving this away. We're doing that today. Anyone who books a facial with their friends gets a $20 gift certificate or can take this travel set home. Whatever you got in your shelves, get rid of it. But get something booked. have an interview list. Oh, I'm going to be back here on Thursday at 9 a.m. to do interviews. Come find out if this is a fit. Come take a look. I'll be back here Thursday. If you don't have a place to meet people, you won't meet new people.
Facts.
You could go on Facebook and you could boost for 20 bucks and you could host a take a look or a spring routine. Happy spring tomorrow. Come get your glow on and do a Facebook event. Go live and everybody joins a group and you just go live at 2 o'clock on Friday. And they interact with you, but they know they're going to be there live on your Facebook event or a Zoom room. What else? Tell us other ideas. You need a list of 10, either places to go or opportunities. How else could you do this? Or what do you feel stuck on? All right.
They're
Deb.
unstuck. They're fine.
Deb, what are 2 things you're going to take action on to get sponsoring this week?
Like that.
I am getting out of the house. I do
Yes.
want to put together some stuff so I have something with me so I don't feel guilt. So I'm gonna, because you know I got 20 boxes sitting in the garage, and that ain't a lie. So I'm gonna gather. I'm gonna prep because that one lady said you're always ready if you're always prepped. So I've got that rolling. But I'm going to put together some stuff. I'm going to get out of the house. I'm going to go sit somewhere. I'm going to create some stir. I really want to get on social media because I've been dragging my feet and I don't want this to derail that. Because it's the new shiny ball today. But I got to get both done. So yeah.
People day, online day. People day, online day.
Okay.
Balance it. If your calendar isn't balanced, you won't be balanced.
Yeah, it's not balanced.
I love that. I love that. Excellent. Getting
Yeah.
out. So plan your days, know where you're going, and get it done. Don't do it
Okay.
next week. I'm talking this week. Okay. So 2
Gotta be.
things. I'm going social and I'm going out 2 days this week and I'm going to sit there during these hours. Try different hours, morning and happy hour. See what the crowd is. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Teresa, what's 2 actions for today? Jackie, you can hop to the other meeting, doll. I'll be right there.
I'm off. I'll see you
Okay,
guys
bye.
later. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Teresa,
Laptop makeovers and Roma Joe's.
love it. Excellent. Very good. Connie, 2 takeaways today. What's your action for this week?
Well, I really like that virtual makeover, taking my laptop with me. I don't usually do that because I don't know why, but I do like them to do the virtual makeover on their phone. So then they have my website already on their phone. And yeah, getting out and doing online stuff, you know.
So you could do your skin consult with the laptop and then have them go to their phone and do the virtual makeover. So
Yeah.
you could even do both. Okay. Cause I
Yeah.
love what you're saying. It's super smart. So yeah, absolutely. So think about that. Think about the table it's looking, but what would make you stop at a table, right? Just be in their shoes. There's nothing magical. Just say, hi, you guys, stop in. Starbucks and I are giving away gift cards today or this wonderful spring, happy spring gift bag today. Would you like to register? It's free. It's just for fun. And if you guys want to stop back, I'm doing free virtual makeovers right here on my computer or free skin consults because spring is renewal time. So come on back, get your coffee, but I'm going to be here. So come on back or go walk around and give out treat bags. It's International Women's Month, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
I get to treat women today. Thank you so much. What do you use for spa products? Have fun. Don't worry. You won't say the wrong thing to the right people. And there's times I say, you know what? I'm not interested. Cool. I'm so happy. Do you have a skin routine you love? Great. Thank you for taking care of your skin. They didn't reject me. They don't need me. Your hostess isn't rejected because you didn't order dessert. She doesn't go home crying. You just don't need it, right? My thighs don't need it. I don't want your dessert. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, right? So, all right, excellent. Maria, 2 takeaways today of action this week.
Maria and me.
You're Maria me.
Okay, well, there was two Marias on here, so.
Oh,
The same as what everybody else has been saying. I need to get out of the house. I need to plan. And I really, really need to find someplace where I can sit that's not an hour and a half drive from my house. So that's the deal I've been working with. But I just wanted to say something. I missed a good opportunity yesterday listening to everybody talk. I was in Sam's, and I don't know if you all have been run down by what cell phone carrier are you using? Or this guy was electric provider. I thought I could have easily turned that around and said, are you happy doing what you're doing? You know,
Bingo.
it just clicked because, you know, they're young kids, guys, girls, doesn't matter. I mean, they're out there trying to make a buck just like we are, but you know, and he kind of got a little upset because we only have one electric provider here on the peninsula. And he says, are you sure you don't have another electric company? And I said, no, if you'll go look, you'll find out we only have one. But
You know,
just
it's such a good point. I used to love anybody who did sales calls. People would like take me off the list. I'm like, put me on the list, man. I can't tell you how many people I sponsored that were doing an awful job. When you're in doubt, go get in an Uber and drive around for 5-minute drop-offs. I'm telling you, it's worth $10 because they have gigs. They need more. They can turn their trunk and the back of their seat into money. Look at ways to help people make money who already are doing gigs. There aren't people who, you all said you wouldn't want to do a retail gig. Some of you said that. I was the same way in college. No way. I didn't want to waitress. I didn't want to bartend. I didn't want to work retail. So this was perfect to fit in the dorms. So I ask you all, thank you. I love that. Are you just listening to people? You know, I love sitting in a building in Starbucks because I just listen. I'm not rude. I'm like, I overheard you. Do you mind if I leave this with you for you or someone you know? So I always take info packets, have pictures of your kit flyer front and back, right? Have a little bit on Defy or whatever you're demoing. Give books, whatever you need, the links to your website, have your QR code sitting there. Have some fun. They're looking for you. You got to be looking for them. If you can't get out because it's an hour and a half away, get people either in your home or in a Zoom room then, or meet you on Facebook at noon on Friday for Friday facials. 15 minutes on Friday for facials. Do it every Friday. That's all it is. Don't make this hard. Have fun. You are not here with pressure. You are here to help others. And I love that you took that approach. Oh my gosh, I didn't even invite him to see if you'd like to do something else or better. Excellent. Maxine, 2 takeaways.
One would be get out of the house and work the business. Like I am out of the house, but I don't work the business when I'm always out. It's this one location that is not far from me, and I see people out there with pop-up tables selling their stuff. So I said that I was gonna go by there to see if I can do a pop-up table on Fridays. So I'm gonna that is my goal, is to go there and just step out of the little box and see if I can do that every week.
Excellent. I love that. Thank you. And businesses love pop-ups. It's a trend. It's a big deal. It's everywhere. They say yes now more than they ever have. So I love that. Thank you. Miss Maria S. I'm sorry, I did have 2 Marias. That's my fault. Maria S. Darlin, 2 takeaways of action you can take. Miss Selman.
you, dear. Okay. The takeaways for me are I really need to be better about my social media posting and group and all that good stuff. Of course, getting out of the house is paramount to doing anything with anybody. And what else? I'm trying to go. A lot of other people have already covered a lot of the takeaways.
Excellent.
So, you know, I did want to say, previous question, that my flaw was the commission. that was huge for me. Also looking for a new skincare line that would work for me and my budget. And Jaffa fell into my lap. It did take me a couple of weeks to make the decision. And then I came in as, a wholesale buyer at the time. And eventually we'll grow a team.
Excellent. Exactly. So again, you're helping people. So you're taking a spring challenge and you get to treat 17 women to a complimentary 15-minute facial or a virtual consultation. You know what? Care enough to just invite them. I want to treat you. You can bring up to 3 friends and we'll turn it into 30 minutes. I can meet you at Starbucks. I can come to your office. If you're not working, who works? Ask to go to their office and do something fun. So it's not like I got a book. No, you get to treat people. I don't know women who don't love to play with color, who don't love a little at the spa, who don't love spring is it. Tomorrow is spring. Everyone is looking for skin care renewal routines. And I love what Maria just said. Looking for new skincare rituals from head to toe or just your skin glow. I invite you. I want to treat you. I have 10 openings this week for you and up to a few friends for 30 minutes. And I'm going to show you how to get what you need at the price you can afford. I am proud to offer you at Jeffers. We now have $59 skincare regimens. We now, if they just want to use those 4, it's okay. Add in a little bit here and there with it. So we have skincare for every budget. It is time to grow your garden. But don't say the rest of this month. It's called this week. Book it and do it. A goal, a plan, and an action. I love Teresa said in the chat, I need an accountability buddy. Get someone who's having the same goals as you. If you need an accountability buddy, you can ask here, you can answer each other here, you can go into our Facebook group, get one, and respond daily to what did you do today? What could we do today? You need that. You have a manager who can help you with the plan, but I always love someone who's where I'm at with common goals, and I need someone to be accountable to. So we hope you met a couple of new friends today. We will be back again at more Zooms, as you know. We'll be back next Monday. But I want to say thank you. I've got to get to a meeting with Jackie. So thank you so very much. Appreciate you all. We hope today you had the takeaways to help you get where you deserve to be. And we can't wait to welcome you to our leader team. All right. Make it a great one. See you back on Zoom. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.